y'all, welcome to Racing Crafts. Today I'm going to make a baby boy card. I've been going through my stash lately and seeing what I have and what I don't have, and I have like no baby cards. So I figured it was time to change that, and it gave me some inspiration for what to do. So let's start with a little bit of housekeeping. As always, there will be a link in the information bar below to my blog where you'll find supplies and measurements for this card. So, let's get started. I'm working with a Bee Bunny floral collection image. This is the same image I used on the little girl card. I just colored the rose a light blue instead of a pink. And that's the only thing I did differently, besides I used the Spellbinder Accessibilities labels, not 8 dies on it. And I did stamp on the Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth Premium White cardstock. It's kind of a mouthful, but I really do like it. It works well with my Spectrum Noir markers, which there will also be a list of the colors I used on my blog. And then I did put a little bit of glossy accents on his nose. Not that you can probably see it. Yeah. If I could find the camera there. Yeah, I don't think you can even see it there. But you see just a little bit of dimension in real life. Or in person, I should say. I'm not going to be doing any stamping today. I did use my silhouette to write out a message for the inside of my card. And I'm actually really enjoying doing that. So if you guys haven't seen these pen holders, maybe I can... There you go. You should check them out because they are amazing. So, I've had so much fun playing with those. I mean, I've used these kind of fine liner pens. This one was actually written with this big gel pen here. I don't even know what company. Z4 made this, apparently. It's a Bic. It's a Bic pen. But that's what wrote that. So, I've just kind of been playing with it and having fun. So, let's go ahead and put this card together because, well, I've already talked for 3 minutes. Which you guys know I do quite easily. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the inside of my card here. And this is going to be a top fold card. I don't make them very often. I don't know why I don't make them very often. I just don't, I guess. Maybe I should make that a goal to start making more top fold cards too. Okay, and I'm going to grab my white card base, and I'm going to go ahead and tuck that in here with some ATG. And there we go. And I'm going to just start layering the front here. You can see where I got my matte layer. I do this a lot, if you guys haven't noticed. I think number one, it saves on cardstock, and number two, I didn't have a lot of this color. So to make a matte layer for my die cut image, that was the only way that was going to happen, was for me to use the front panel, which I do a lot because that's just wasted space there. Nobody will know unless they watch this video that I cut that space out. So go for it. Supplies aren't cheap, so I say use every bit of them that you can. Now, I'm being a little more particular about where I put, and I'm going to go ahead and put some cardstock or some adhesive under there because apparently I missed it when I adhered the two together. And then I'm just going to move the card up so you guys can see what I'm doing. That's a good start, right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and layer that. And then I'm going to bring in my die cut pieces. And as you'll see, I mean, I guess if I wanted to, I could stamp a little "It's a Boy" here, which I might do because I do have the perfect stamp for that. I just have to pull it out. There we go. See, there we go, changing things on the fly. Not that the blue doesn't give that away, but I guess blue, light blue, can be kind of a girl color too. Okay, I'm going to grab my stamp mat here. And now I have to pick a color. And I think I want to use Bahama Blue. But now the question is, did I put it back? I did. Okay. So I'm just going to ink up this stamp with some Bahama Blue Memento ink. And I'm just going to stamp that in that top corner there. And let's pull our card back in here. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some ATG. And I know somebody out there is going, you don't need that much. I know. I would rather be safe than sorry. So I put a little bit of extra adhesive, particularly if I know there's a possibility of it going through the mail. I like to be a little more careful with it. Okay. And now comes the to foam or not to foam. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put some foam tape on there because I think it does need just a little bit of dimension, but I want to, that's the end of that roll. I do want to give it some support. And hold on, I gotta dig for my other roll because for some reason I've always got two rolls open. Okay. Oops. Oh, look at that, the perfect spot for that piece right there. And I am gonna line this piece right here because, like I said, I would rather be safe than sorry, especially when there's a possibility for it being mailed. Which the majority of my stamps do end up, or cards that I use, I would say a good 50% of them go through the mail. Plus my sister likes to raid my stash, so I don't want her to get them home and go, oh, it fell off. Because that would suck, because she would call me, it fell off. And I'd be like, well, I can't help you with that. So, okay, so I went ahead and put a little bit of extra foam under there. And there's just a tiny bit of dimension, not a whole lot. There shouldn't be any problem mailing it. And that is our card for today. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all next time.